Okay. Hello and welcome in, everyone. My name's Sue Yamagawa, and today on VTubing my slow life hobbies in my 30s, we're playing with this, and more importantly, we're playing with this. We're playing with lots of glue today. And that's going to be the main things we're going to be playing with. Now, also, hello and welcome in, Mr. Spock. And I gotta say, today's been a pretty good day for me. Had the shortest day at work in the entirety of this past week. So, that was very good. And then Pod Unk Games, Ayo, hello. I was cutting some nails off a ceiling beam once while really drunk. The grinder cut through one nail and slipped into my left forearm. Got a nice scar out of that one. Oh, God. Oh gosh. Okay, well that is actually really good. That's gonna go great with like this beer. Actually, this isn't beer. This is Trail Pass from Sierra Nevada. It's part of their non-alcoholic line, because I don't play with beer and power tools. But nice story though. Granted, I don't know why you would use an angle grinder for cutting nails. For getting nails out of a beam. I would just use a cat's paw or a pry bar. I mean, shucks, I've even used like lineman's pliers to get like fasteners and various things out of like wood. But yeah. So, today's big plans. I have dados, I have rabbits, and we're gonna put these things together. And we're gonna hopefully have a big, well, not actually a big wooden box, but we're gonna have a wooden box, and we'll probably put casters on it. I don't know. I am not entirely sure. Admittedly, this whole past week has been a little bit on the draining side because I've been working a fair bit. So I'm pretty much just, for today, I just want to honestly, like, just chill and put things together. Granted, my glue flow is terrible. Granted, I really need to figure out a way to, like, stop glue from drying up in these things. That's my issue. Because my other one, I do have, it's completely seized. The other one is just completely... My other glue bottle is just seized. And then I was like, okay, does the other glue bottle have flow? And it does. It's just I'm now finding out that this flow is really bad. But that's fine. I'm also more than happy to abuse my glue bottles. Just as much as I abuse myself. Hello and welcome in, Ari. I don't know. I guess he's just on it today. Oh wait, actually. Okay, the glue's getting better. The glue is flowing better. That's good. That is a good. Okay. So I'm just gonna actually go in here with my finger and give that. Gotta be quicker than that. Okay, so that definitely needs more glue to really, especially get up to the sides. Because I'm actually gonna have to be a little bit generous with my glue today because yeah, I actually cut these dados. Changing the Wi-Fi password right now. Ah, come on, that's not something worth changing the Wi-Fi password over. But yeah, so I actually need a glue gun thing. Actually, I actually have a glue thing. I should just probably. I just haven't filled it yet. Is the issue. But I might actually dump a whole thing of glue into it if this thing continues to fight me like this. But so the thing is with these dados, I followed the instructions in terms of their sizing and that stuff. I screwed up by not using the right material, because this project originally called for Baltic birch plywood. And the thing is, with Baltic birch plywood, it's a very nice, like, premium product. And everything in all my shop furniture up until this point has been made out of construction tier materials bought from a big box store. And because of that, if I actually made this one project out of Baltic birch plywood, it would just stand out like... It would stand out like a sore thumb in my shop. So I was like, I'm going to go with regular construction grade lumber. The thing is with regular construction grade lumber is this is 3/4 nominally. It's not 3/4 actually. So these pieces are actually going to have a little bit of play to them. And then actually, do I want to... Because it's actually going to be really hard to get the sides. Do I want to just throw a bead down the sides of my piece, or do I want to go down a different route? Let's see. If I can get a okay-ish bead of glue here. And also by okay-ish, I mean like really okay-ish. Nothing wonderful. But yeah, we might actually swap out glue bottles at some point. Because... Also, I just need to figure out what to do for these glue bottles. As far as like the glue hardening in the nozzle, because that's always my big issue with these. We should just make general choice to ditch the nominal actual thing with construction lumber forever. Ah! Ha 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 ha. And the next thing that's going to happen is America actually embraces the metric system followed up by universal healthcare. I can dream, but I know when I'm dreaming. Wow. And I'm actually getting real close to the end of the glue on this guy. But I will get my bead. I will get something of a bead of glue material. Okay. Bring it closer. Then. Ooh, yeah. Oh, smokes. You know what? It's not it is by no means perfect, but holy smokes, I think that's actually gonna... Once that glue sets up, that's actually gonna be great. Took a walk to the rest today, found a strange wooden knife with writing on it, checked with Google Translate, couldn't find a match, then took a pic and asked Google AI. Sounds like you're actually getting into some pretty fun stuff. And while I think about it, told me it was made up of language in the Lord of the Rings. Ah! Oh, smokes. Shucks, I'm gonna get exposed to a ton of that this weekend. Why couldn't the tornado watch being during my work shift? Oh man, you guys had a tornado watch? I had a tornado watch. Man, today was just a tornado watch kind of day, wasn't it? Let's see. Oh, okay, that's the phone cap thing. I don't know. Actually, wait. Did your tornado wake you up at like... I don't think yours was at like... Because I got woke up by a tornado watch today at like 5 a.m. And I was like, man, my bed's comfy. I want to stay in my bed. But I also don't like dying, so I'm going to go downstairs to the basement. So I went to the basement. And hung out in the basement and watched rain be very intense, which was actually kind of fun. I do have, like a lot of guys, when it starts raining, I do like to go out and watch the storm. Well, probably the same storm, but just got it this afternoon. Actually, that's probably got to be different storms, because my storm was north going south, and it was actually kind of cool because I looked on the radar, and then the storm was like a near perfect, like east to west line going north to south. It's almost like those lines on the cathode ray tube television. Okay. So, I have the glue. The means to accelerate glue applying. And considering how that first one went, yeah, we're gonna accelerate things. Granted, we're gonna also watch glue flow. But, eh. Or maybe... Shucks, I need channel locks for that. Channel locks! Now, don't use channel locks on brass or plastic if you wish to preserve it, but if you wish to destroy it, by all means use the channel locks. Be violent. Be excessively violent. Okay, well, that's probably why I don't have any glue flow out of this bottle. I mean, I do love the smell of wood glue. It smells like a project. Okay, wait. Oh, that's cool! It just... Wait. You guys gotta get the side view. Yeah, it perfectly fits. I want to say that was intentional. One more type bond number, and then there you go, it will be complete. Yeah. Actually, wait a second, what do I need? So I got the professional strength interior, then I've got water resistant interior, so I will just need the exterior. I have to water the plants. Oh, well, we got rained and tornadoed to all places and back. I wonder if I should combine the type bonds. Probably not. It would... I'm sure most people would consider that firmly in... Well, it depends on how the chemistries work, I imagine. As far as, like, combining the type bond numbers, but hey, let's just break you off. I think I have enough glue in my bottle. Yeah, dripping glue everywhere. Ooh. And glue absolutely everywhere. I think you have 1 and 2. The green one is 3. Yeah, because I got original in the 2. And I think the 3 is the exterior grade type bond. Which I don't really use a lot of exterior grade wood glue. However, with the number of outdoor projects I use, I probably should get it. Okay. So, we've got... our boy juiced up. Let's see what the flow's like. Because I just cut the, like, first one. Okay. So yeah, I just did the first one. We need a little bit more flow than that. So I'm gonna grab a knife. And remember, kids, when you're using a knife, point it away from you. Don't point it towards you. Oh, help. Oh, hi, spider. Man, distraction spiders. Do you guys deal with distraction spiders, or is it just me? I swear, like, every other day I'm in my garage, I'll just be doing something, and then see something out of the corner of my eye, and then it's just a spider going down a string of silk, and it's like, oh no, distraction spider. Okay. So we got a bit larger of a hole here. Let's see what the flow is like now. Oh. Oh, we're gliding. Maybe. Nah, this is better. This is actually a lot better. I just think I gotta crack it. That's another interesting scar, low stabbing myself. Oh, come on. Don't be stabbing yourself. Don't be doing things I've done. That reminds me, sharpener kitchen knives, I need to point them towards myself for cutting onions. Oh, dearie. I mean, funny enough, I actually sharpened my cutting knives quickly. I looked it up because I don't know. They also have Titebond 2 Brown Edition, a Titebond Jet Black, which I guess is super glue, and one called Quick and Thick. Oh. And now have I just lost the... Have I lost the sauce? No. But yeah. So, my ability to apply wood glue has definitely been upgraded, but it's also... I don't... screw it. I'll just pretend I'm in kindergarten again and use my finger. Man, remember when you could take naps in school? Weren't those the days? Granted, that's also a thing about me that confuses some people is I am anti-nap. The law of the more the merrier. And hello, Kiwi. How are you? How's your week treating you? Okay, let's see here. Did I cut that one long? I'm gonna make it long towards the... I'm gonna make it long doing that way. Doing a lot better than my woodworking. I'm good. I'm tired though. Oh man, okay, I feel you on the tired thing. Because I've actually been working overtime this week, and it's like, man, I don't normally work overtime. Especially considering my boss is on vacation. And usually, when my boss is on vacation, my work days get a little bit easier. Unfortunately, though, that has not been the case here this past week. Granted, today was a good day, though. Other than my last customer. So you have to work overtime? From time to time. I mean, it's not a lot of overtime. Usually my days are... Usually I just will work like a longer day, like 8.5 hours or something. For me, that's overtime. Because a normal day for me is like 8 hours or less. Oh no! Not sick. It's not even sick season. But yeah, I hope you get feeling better, Irie. Because ick is the big suck. Oh gosh. I was real generous with the glue on that one. Oh man, this is... And it's fun because I can use the inside of the dados to actually clean my finger. 420 better water the plants. Got sick Monday and I'm finally over the hump just in time for employment. No! No! That's actually terrible. Getting well from... It's like getting sick on the weekend. And then you heal up and then it's like... Monday, back to work, and it's like... Oh... But I didn't have an actual weekend. Okay, I want to spin this guy around. Because we're pretty flush, pretty even on this side. Which is going to be the back side. So for our front side, looks like one of our guys ended up... Honestly, that's more than a quarter. 3/8. One ended up a 3/8 long, but I can cut that flush with the pull saw. But I'll wait until the glue really sets up. I swear she only gets sick on days off. She needs like financial compensation or something. Yeah, or no, more vacation time. She needs more vacation time. That's what she needs. Okay, that panel's done. And now you guys get to see the one I screwed up. I need 365 days of vacation time. Oh man, if you got 365 days of vacation time, you would get sick on the one day where it was a leap year and had to go to work. Unintentional ideal employee. Oh gosh. No. I caught a cold at the bike races a week ago, still hanging on. Oh man. So, what happened here is I was playing and having fun with my data stack, going through my measurements. So working from this side here, behind me, I had 2 3/4 to this dado, which is going to hold the bottom piece. And then I have the next dado for one slide. Then 6 inches to here, 4.5 to here. Now, the distance between this one and this one was supposed to be 3.5. This is 3.5. Well, I saw this 2.5 up here. Oh wait, that's half. Okay, thank goodness. The receipt does not have identifying information. So, I saw the 2.5 and thought I needed to cut 2.5. In reality, I needed 3.5. So that's why this one is messed up. But I cut 1, 2, 3, 4. So each piece got 6 cuts. I only messed up 1 on one piece. That's a victory for me. Also, another fun thing, this is shop furniture for myself. And since this is shop furniture for myself, really only I'm going to see it. But I also stream, so you guys get to see it too. You guys get to see my mistakes. Which is also like my biggest... Which, there's not a lot of... in woodworking YouTube of showing mistakes. Because so much of woodworking YouTube is just like people being like, hey, look at how good I am. And I mean, there's a couple... There are people who will share their mistakes and talk about them. But most people are just like, hey, look at me. Look at my cool tools. Look how good I am. Dude, the employee part reminds me that my boss told my coworkers that I wanted to jump ship to a different team, not realizing I didn't. Oh gosh. And I'm sure you're probably one of those people where it's like, this person, we can't lose this person. Bad things will happen if we lose this person. I've been that person. And when you finally get that sweet, sweet chance to achieve a degree of freedom, I'm the lead. Oh no, you're the person who keeps everyone on track. Like, I've worked warehousing. And, like, Sure, supervisors are in charge, but it's usually the leads that run the show. Okay, so this one actually ended up just a touch big, but that's also, I mean, that's fine. It is fine. I like to consider my work pieces an extension of myself. Imperfect and always need more work. Granted, I hope you don't have an actual, like, stupid visor. Because, shucks, there was one job where I had a supervisor who had a 4-year bachelor's degree in business management. And he went up to me and goes, "Hey, Sugi, do you know how..." Well, he actually called me over to his desk. And he had an Excel spreadsheet open. And he's like, "Hey, Sugi, I want to take the numbers from this column and the numbers from this column and display the sum in this third column." Like, bro, you can't write simple Excel formulas. Like, bro, bro, you gotta be better than that. Oh no, my boss is the sweetest lady ever, and she's a great boss. I just wanted to change what I work on to be more computer stuff. Ah, well, that's good. I mean, I've generally had... This is the same boss that romanced everyone in Stardew Valley at the same time. I was a lead hand-loading international aircrafts, had the perfect record, never loaded per lane wrong, or had a late, never rode a watch, and really stoned. Mr. Spock, I have worked at UPS's World Port Facility. It is UPS's main air hub. Being stoned and being able to load planes well, you'd be surprised how much those two things are the same thing. You'd be really surprised. Gosh, man. That was actually one of the funny things about UPS is just how many people were stoned there. Like I swear, like half the... Well, maybe not half, but like a good quarter of the employees are like stoned. Which, hey, you know what? If that's your thing, good for you. As for me, I don't care about that. I care about... I have my joys. Also, if I generally enjoyed marijuana, then, well, I'd have to worry about growing... I have to worry about growing another plant, you know? Granted, the joke is... Actually, there should be a joke in here about the fact I grow hops. And part of the joke is... hops are related to marijuana plants. They're actually in the same family, and hop leaves look very similar to marijuana leaves. It's kind of uncanny. And... oh, I thought that was empty. Nope, it is NA beer. Whoop. Oh, man. Really gooping up that glue today. Granted, actually, today's a really good day to goop glue. It is a great day for glue. Wow. Did all these end up a tad bit long? Now, a big reason why I'm putting all of my long edges towards this side versus this side. This side, there's a piece of wood that's going to go in this rabbet. So this rabbet is going to hold the back. So this is going to be the back of the cabinet. The bottom is actually going to go in this one, and then there's one more slide that's going to go here. And then this is the back. And then we have a rabbet for the top. And then there's nothing here because we're just going to have drawer faces on this side of the world. And now's the part where I get to exercise big brain energy and figure out how I wish to put all this together. Because part of me is really tempted to do this side. Go ahead, put this piece in, and what will be the bottom. Do that, then do the back, and then, because then I'll have like a couple of sides and then go from there. Because that seems somewhat reasonable to me. Granted, I'm going to have to buy more glue. I need to buy more wood glue. Especially after this. Especially after today. There's going to be a greater need for wood glue. Because this is actually chewing through glue. But I'm also wanting to chew through glue because all my dados are just slightly off size. Which I actually found out when I was cutting these right here. What's your consulting fee? I gotta have you yell at Andrew like Gordon Ramsay for woodworking. I'm not good enough at woodworking to yell at other people about their woodworking. Like, honestly, I want to be an encouragement to people, man. Like, you don't have to be... Like, you don't have to do river tables. You don't have to do, like the big, like, YouTube projects or whatever, you know? The stuff other people do. You can just be a regular person in a garage having fun. That's all I'm here for. And thank you, Mr. Spock. Thank you. Okay, I need one of you. And I need my parts list. Ooh, I might get glue on these pages. That'd be shamed. So what's my bottom? Ooh, the bottom is part B. Not supposed to be that funny. And we've got part B. Wait, I don't have to spend 10k on tools to get into the hobby? Yes! You do not have to spend 10k on tools to get into the hobby. Shucks, who's the... Oh, granted, speaking of Ramses, there's a guy called Steve Ramsey, and he actually has an online tool list. Oh, never mind. I'm not interested then. But he has a tool list where you can get started in woodworking for $1,000 and get a shop. And get a shop like up and running. Granted, you could also just do things the way I have done them. Slowly buy tools over time. That's my route. Okay. So there's a bottom. Plus that piece. We're gonna just push those in. Come around to this side. Make sure that's reasonably flush. And we're gonna just kind of have our things heading that way. And gotta say, that's actually reasonable. It's reasonably stiff. I'm still working on the foundation of the shed. It's slow hauling the dirt. Hey, but the foundation's the most important part, Mr. Spock. You're spending the time to set yourself up for success later. And you're being smart. That's what she said. Oh no. Which one? Only in the dirt. Setting yourself... You know what? I'm not going to look for that joke there. Wait. Because I think D is my top panel? No, A is my top panel. Oh no, I'm holding A. So... D's back. Okay. Okay, so... I have D panel. D panel. Do I want to have... like, this side, that is mostly clear, but with some edgy... I don't know, with some edgy detail? Or... do we go for Georgia Pacific, APA, rated sheathing, 4824 exposure thickness, which also, by the way, the thickness here is kind of why my dados are a little bit loose, because this is actually 0.7 in thickness, even though it's called 3/4. Whereas if this was true 3/4, it would be 0.75. So all my dados are a 20th of an inch bigger than the material that's going into them. So there's actually a fair bit of play. That's a cool stamp. This stamp tells you what the material is. This is the manufacturer's, hey, this is what you're holding. And then it also has like all the various ratings. It's sort of like when you're looking at pallets in the warehouse and they all have the magic little stamp on the side that tells you what they are. Ooh. But yeah. There's glue on my fingers. Fingertip tacked up. Okay. So I can either have the cool stamp, which, I mean, this side does look generally better than this part, because this part has... this part's a little bit knotty. It has some knots. It's a little bit knotty. Okay. I think we'll go for the stamp side. So, with that decision made, time to apply glue. And keep applying glue. Just don't stop applying glue. For that is the way. For the way is the glue. And the glue is the way. Oh man. I wonder how many people here remember the Ugandan Knuckles memes. Those were good memes. Those were good times. This stream is sponsored by wood glue. This stream is wood glue. That's the joy of when you put rabbits and dados together. It's just glue. It's glue and getting glue everywhere on every surface. This is also why I'm using a piece of cardboard on top of the table saw, is to protect things from the cornucopious amounts of glue. And okay, so that there. Okay. Now, thing is, I've got to worry about is this panel is currently being held up by just that little bit of wood glue. So, it's time to drill. I'm going to set some, because I'm probably going to go ahead and drill 2 holes in here to set screws into this material here. And that's just going to help hold it together, so that way nothing shenanigans happens. I actually don't want to have anything shenanigans happen, because I'm already emotionally attached to this. bit. Ooh, okay. So I've got myself some nice 1/5/8. Yeah, with a nice coarse thread. That will do it. Which, by the way, thread pitch does matter. I don't think it matters as much when you're doing plywood. So 1/8 is going to be the size of the magic drill bit. So I'm going to do one hole here. And then, how do I wish to do this? I need to be smart. I'm going to be smart. And what my smart is, I'm going to come around on this side and see that I'm 2 inches off the bottom. So I go on this side and be like, if I do 2.5, that should hit the board on the other side. And you can see that my back panel really likes to move on me. This is why we're installing the screws, because it wants to move on me. And I don't want it to move on me. Bum, bum, bum. Select the correct Phillips. Sure. Now, granted, I probably... honestly, at the rate I'm going, I probably will never get sponsored, but that's okay with me. I'm just a guy in the garage having fun. Woohoo! Now, screw 2. Cool. There we go. We're starting to look a little bit boxy here. So, with those screws set, actually, that screw did not pull. Why did that screw not pull? Because we got a gap. We got a slight gap here. Not with that attitude, we'll get you sponsored by a league or whatever kids play these days. No, not Raid Shadow Legends. I don't want to be sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. Let's see. Do I loosen top screw? I would like to close that gap a bit better. I would love to close that gap. Because I'm overhanging down here. But as we move, and I don't, thing is I can't grab it by the side because the glue, but I'm flush here. I'm flush here, but I'm not fully pulled in here. I'm questioning whether or not, you know what? I'm questioning it, but I'm just gonna add a third screw. We're gonna add a third screw to it. But you know what? I did hit the piece on the other side, so. But that's also because I already have screws that are dots. And when you have two dots, you can make a line. I think that helped, but the problem is we're gonna just have to call this good enough for government work. Okay, so. Oh, there goes the drill bit. So, that's the main... We kind of got ourselves the main body of the carcass. So, I can do the next side. Or, let's see. Yeah, because I will want to do it like this. And actually... I'm debating. And we'll just move you guys up a bit. We'll move you guys up a hair bit more. That way you'll get to see a little bit more of like this top part. So, I've got a piece of wood here. Thought you just said debating. I debate all the time. I have thoughts. I go, what's the merits of this idea? What's the merits of that idea? And then at the end of the day, I just go, I don't know. And then it's like, okay, if I don't know, then I should YOLO. Not really. I should first assess the situation sufficiently. And if I determine there's no great danger, then I YOLO. Because just because we're just gonna be like, bucket, we ball, doesn't mean I should put my life at risk, you know? You gotta have standards for yourself. You gotta look out for yourself. Especially in our strange, messed up world we live in. YOLO, but the safety department's watching. We ignore those people. The safety department does not matter. They're an illusion. Remember, the safety department's one job is to make sure no one gets hurt. Okay, so this edge is going to go into here, and then I also have the back panel that's going to go onto this edge. So I've put some glue on here. Now I'm going to glue this backside. Don't be hissing at me like that, glue bottle. That means you're getting low. I need more spirit. I need more spirit and also more glue. Need so much more glue. Oh, darn it. I'm getting glue on the table saw. I don't want glue on my table saw. Table saw's supposed to be a glue-free zone. Come here. Paper towel. Paper towel. Save me from myself. Ah. Partial victory. Okay. Ugh. I now got a piece of wood on my head. Okay. And flip her around. Ooh. This is starting to look kind of boxy, guys. It's kind of looking like a boxy situation. Okay. So, our next issue to address is we want to make sure this holds together, which I know it's a little bit hard, but the camera can only go so high. Because gosh, we're already being exposed to gratuitous amounts of outside. horror. The unbelievable horror outside exists. Okay, so. Goodbye, wood glue. So, I want to put probably 3 screws into this just to hold it, because you see we have a little bit of up and down here. And I do have wood glue on this, but to fully let it set up, I want to make sure I hold it fast. I could use clamps, but screws is another form of clamp. Everything is a form of... Well, actually, not everything's a form of clamp. Ah. Darn it. Killed my beer. Well, my NA beer. Okay. We'll do... For 1... For 2... Then for 3. Now here's the part where like other woodworkers would get very mad at me, because they'd be like, man, you could have just used clamps. And the thing is, I could just clamp this whole thing up and it would be fine, but here's the thing, I'm streaming. We're doing stuff live and I need to make things happen a little bit quicker. So I'm basically installing screws as permanent clamps. And see, now we got ourselves a little bit of that good old glue squeeze out. Which, if I clamp this together, I would have got some squeeze out. So, getting a lot more of that squeeze out. But the best thing this is doing for me is making this strong enough, question mark. I think I just heard a piece slide out. Yep. Because I smacked it. I smacked it, and I should not have smacked it. But it also looks like I had... Wait a second. So, I had one area that was really missing some glue. Please don't throw for content. Like that. Is that too violent? Is violence frowned upon around here? You'd be surprised how violent I'll get with a tree. All sorts of violence for a tree. Okay. So, oh, no, that's not the way to do it. Slide it in. There we go. Then I'm going to push it. And honestly, I really don't want to do screws for the sides, because that's what these are. These are going to be drawer slides. They're going to hold the drawers. Drawers are going to slide on them. Which, here's my real answer. There, they now won't fall out anymore. But yeah, it's actually starting to look like a thing. Not a very impressive thing, but it is a thing that I built. Come on, let me get my top. Because now it's assembled, and I really don't need to actually worry about what parts are what at this point. So I can take my painter's tape off. Because that's actually an aspect that I feel like is really important when you're working with a build like this that has a whole bunch of different parts. Because the biggest reason I had the top of the side panels labeled was for when I was cutting these dados, was to have a consistent reference. So I knew if I had top facing on one side of my dado stack and I consistently cut it that way, I'd be okay. Oh yeah. Use painter's tape, use marker, use whatever. I use painter's tape because it's easy to remove. Some people will use pencil. Pencil's fine. Try not to get stuff. Plants are watered and Bright Eyes is in bed. Oh man. Must be getting, well, I don't know, like Jocks, it is 7 o'clock in my time zone, and I still have like 2 hours of sunlight. These are wild hours and wild times, so before we put the top on, I need to get a beverage. And one more beverage for the road. Well, for the next stage, because now we got to put the top on. And for that part... Oh, wow. You're actually poking out. You got one troublemaker. Oh, that's where I put the clamps. I gotta go get a clamp. Yeah. So, I have a hair bit of gapping on this guy. So, I'm going to use the solution to end all solutions. And that's the humble but mighty clamp. So, now, ideally, I could have put like clamps on all this stuff. Unfortunately, I'm live streaming this, so time's my enemy. Also, I'm pretty sure you guys don't want to watch glue dry. I know VTubers have done some weird stuff, but I don't want to be the guy that you tune into to watch glue dry. So, how mobile is that? That's reasonably mobile. Okay. You guys will be looking at the floor for a little while. You can look at the floor. Because I gotta grab it. Oh man. Are other VTubers not letting you have floor time, Irie? Okay, sure. No, just BRB screens. Oh no. Not the BRB screens. Okay. So, now we kind of have... So, I have got out my lower shelf, and this thing's actually been really good for being able to throw a project on something. Spin the project around. Sticker! Sticker's gone. Can complete thought. Bro, don't throw out your back. Lift it with your spine, not your knees. Aww. But I like lifting with my knees. Actually, funny enough, speaking of lifting with my knees, sometimes when I'm throwing furnaces around, I will like prop them up onto my knees and then like move them around, and then later that day I'll be in the shower and I'll be like, wow, I have like these horizontal bruises like 3 inches above my knees. How did I get a weird bruise there? And it was like, Sugi, you were throwing around furnaces again. Oh, that's why. But yeah. The joys of throwing furnaces around. Ew. Yeah. So, we gotta put a top on, and we have to apply glue to this surface, this surface, this surface, and then more surfaces. We got 5 surfaces. A lot of surface. But first things first, I want to make sure this part fits. Wait. Sitting? Working? Is this happening? I have a gap. Wait. Yeah, because A is my top. Mm-hmm. Wait a second. Yeah, because it gets... Yeah, because that will be front with that. It fits, it said it's stuck now. Oh, no, it's not stuck. It's just I'm worried about this gap. Because look, I can stick my finger in it. But I'm flush here. Flush here is good. But gap, I'm questioning. I'm questioning the gap. I'm questioning the gap, Moe. Yeah. Did I cut an unnecessary dado? I mean, the shim option exists, but I'm curious to what I have actually done. Because that's resting on that. Is this supposed to come up more? Okay, so I'm supposed to have a rabbit on the back of my part A. Which I do have that rabbit. It's right there. Okay, I see. So, my back is actually supposed to be proud of this. In reality, the back is supposed to stick up. So, that's why I have a gap. So, even if I were to put glue here, it wouldn't contact with the top piece. So, actually, how do I want to do this? So, there's options here. One option is we have a little bit extra material back here. a hair bit. So I can make it flush in the front, cut a little bit off, and I can make that a little bit better. That's one option. Option number 2 is figure out this gap size and then stick a piece of wood in and glue it and call it good. That's half. Now that is the tricky part. So there is a trick to that. Because this part over here is half, and further back off screen, that's 3/4. So, but this is going to be the top, and I do like the I do like the fact it's flush. Option B is the logical choice. Mr. Spock, you're so right. Let's. Oh wait. I actually have an ever so slight, like this piece. This is a scrap piece from I think a different project. Guys, gravity holds it. Oh yeah, here we go. Oh, I need to mark that. Why did I think a knife will do it? Oh. Let me grab Pool Saw Coon. And now, let's see. What's the most dangerous way I can do this? Gotta focus on the danger. Darn it, that was not enough danger. And hello, Dad's old shop. Hello and welcome in. I hope your week's been going good. So far, this has been going well for the most part. But my back part ended up short on me. So I have a gap where my lid should meet my back. And I think I have the perfect piece of wood for it. Oh man. That's gonna work. I'm not used to the gnomes came and ate your wood. Aw, damn gnomes eating my wait. I'm supposed to eat my wood. They're not allowed to eat my... Well, honestly, I think it's just compounding mistakes on my part. In my shop, I always blame my mistakes. I think measure once, cut twice thing. Yeah. Yep. Ooh. Hey guys, should I lick the wood glue off my fingers? I'm going to consider that my VTuber thought of the day. Should I eat the wood glue? Could it be Occam's razor says gnomes? Yes, it tastes bad. Okay. Neutral? It's not bitter. This should taste worse than this. Man, no wonder I come across so many warning labels saying don't eat the paste. If you're too stupid to perceive taste, your palate's cooked. You know what, Dad's Old Shop? That's what I get for not putting saffron in my dishes. I have destroyed any semblance of a palate by not consuming saffron. That is what has happened. And also, Dad's Old Shop, you mind if I ask you for a favor? Yeah. Next side. Yes. Next side. Sure. Okay. Yeah, that link you sent me to that mic, that link died on me before I could figure out other things to add to my Amazon order to get the free shipping. But thankfully, with the way today's stream's going, is I'm probably going to be out of wood glue, and I'll need more wood glue. I think I can get wood glue. Also, I was also thinking about getting my hands on a roll of gaffer tape. Thank you. Also, like, don't worry about, like, the time on it. Like, take care of what you gotta take care of. Because I know you've got a lot more things in your life to take care of than me. Like, for me, well, actually, technically, taking care of myself is optional. Because I'm a single male living by himself and has no plans to change it. So taking care of myself is purely optional. Which that's the great joy. That's truly the great joy of being single is. Taking care of yourself is purely optional, and you don't have anyone nagging you to do so. Or even worse, keeping tabs on you. Jeepers creepers. How could I live my best garage life if I had people doing what they call getting checked up on, you know? Okay. I kind of want to do a little bit better job of wood glue on that side. So we'll just get another generous bead going. And then hopefully I can spread that up there and get more coverage. There we go. That's looking better. I mean, granted, I'm also getting wood. I'm getting so much wood glue everywhere, but that's how you hold projects together, right? Glue and hope. Cornucopious amounts of glue and hope. Okay. Opposite side that I can't really see very well looks good. Ooh, where's it? I see a thing. I got trim. Okay. There you go. Oh, back in there. Oh no. Guys, it's a box. It's a box and it's shaped like wood. But I'm getting glue over everything. I'm getting glue over everything. Like, it's like I touch one thing and then there's glue on it. And then I touch another thing and then there's glue on that thing. And then I touch another thing and then there's glue on that thing. And now I've touched paper towels and they're bonded to my hand. There's a tight bond between this paper towel and my hand. And that's probably a joke I deserve to get beat up and abused for. Okay. So. We gotta bring this project together. With some sick clamp action. Because now, I'm actually doing a little good, but... I have spoken many times of my love of puns, and some of you guys have come up with some really good puns, and I've seen the puns you guys have brought to the game, and I see that I have I get a need improvement on my pun game. So with that, we've got pretty good bit of squeeze out on this side, but not the other. Need more paper towel action. More paper towel acquired. So for now, with this kind of like together, sort of, I'm just gonna go through with a paper towel and try and get that wood glue off to the best of my ability. Just because that will help like level up the aesthetics of this. Because this is where a drill press is gonna live, guys. There's gonna be a drill press living there. Ooh. Oh man. So, speaking of need clamps, got a bit of a gap here. We're gonna take this clamp off. I'm just gonna transfer it over. And there we go. Nice little fresh bit of squeeze. But yeah. So, definitely a little bit of trimming work to be done here and there, but... But it's a box. It's a box made out of wood. And it's also a box that's held together by actually very few screws for this typical project of mine. So, don't know if I wanted to do screws in the top, just to kind of like screws going through the sides. Like maybe 1, 2 here, here, 1, 2 on the other side. Because I have put a couple screws in this to act as clamps while the glue sets. But yeah, also some of these pieces came out a little bit long. I'm going to trim those off once the glue's more set. I want to make sure I have the glue nice and set up before I get to that point. So I think my next path forward really is... Yeah. Small bits, Sugi. Small bits, small bits. Small bits. We're gonna add some reinforcing screws. And they're gonna also act as clamps. Plus, they will also help me be able to throw this project around better. And let's do 3. We're gonna go for 3. Seems like a good number. And I need 2 more screws. 2 more screws. So with these screws I'm gonna add, plus the clamps, it's gonna really hold everything together nicely. Because the big issue at this point is I want to throw this box around. Because, well, we're streaming this. Gotta be able to... I finally caved in and contacted the tattooist I want to go birthday present for me next month. Ooh. Oh, man. I wish I could get a tattoo, but I'm too boring for that. Okay. Unfortunately, I am definitely way too boring for tattoos. Oh, shucks. I'm gonna be peeling so much wood glue off my hands. Love live tattoo win. The problem is if I get a tattoo, I won't be able to donate blood for like 3 months. Now, granted, I donated blood on Saturday, so I can't donate again for like 7 weeks. No such thing. Tattoos are for everyone. Depends on the state. Well, in my state, I can't donate blood for 3 whole months, man. And I'm a guy with goals. I'm a guy with ambition. And that goal, that ambition for me is I want to hit 100 blood donations before I'm 40. And I'm on track for that. But I have to make sure I keep doing the thing. Like, Ma has less... Oh, okay. Regulation in Connecticut, so I had to go out of state for a shorter deferral. I want to get the platelet plaque this year. Okay. Ooh. Putting that screw on got me a little bit more squeeze out. Ah, yes, screws. The better form of clamp. Ah. Now, granted, the thing with screws is they're a lot easier to lose than a clamp because clamp big, screw small. Small thing is easily lost, big thing is hard to lose. So I've got my clamps here. I'm going to tilt them down. Wait, is this out? clamps tilted down like this. Sorry for shaky camera. But we're going to flip this guy over. And we're going to install casters. Wait, did I got 4x4 blocks for this? 2x4. Woo! Okay. I've acquired scraps. Why is every time I touch this, it decides to ick all over my hands? Like, this is the reason why to not have children. Children will just ick all over you the chance you let them. Okay. Oops! Turn! Actually, no. If this was the early aughts, this would be box, do a barrel roll. Oh gosh. You guys probably don't even remember those memes. Pretty sure visiting relatives was the reason I got sick. FML. Ari, I'm pretty sure that's the reason why I get sick half the time. Pretty sure half the reason I get sick is when I have to visit my relatives. Okay, let's get you guys a little bit up more in here. So, we got our little happy corner. We got our little caster block. I'm pretty sure that's where these caster blocks are going. Yeah, that's where the caster blocks are going. Cool. So, I'm gonna grab my wood glue. And give it a nice little splooge. I'm already at 10 platelets this year. OMG, I'll have none left soon. Oh, you regenerate platelets so quickly though. Now my red blood cell supply is kind of foobarred for like 2 weeks. Go do some skateboard tricks that will make you sick. Can't be double sick. Problem solved. Oh man, I really like how Dad's Old Shop is hitting us with good old-fashioned dad logic. Man, keep just getting wood glue over everything. Man, it's fine though. It's fine though, I tell myself. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine to be covered. Oh, wait. Ah. Yep. 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 Yep, doodles. Yep. Can I get you the turn? Ah. Come on. Look, floor. Now back to the wood glue. Okay. So I'm gonna drill a few holes, set a few screws. Two. Actually, I could probably get away with just 2. I think 2's good. That's a good number. So we'll have the wood glue plus some screws, and that will hold the blocks to the plywood. And then when I go to mount the caster screws will actually go through both this piece of wood and then into that piece of wood. So that'll give me a lot of holding capacity. Ideally, maybe, possibly. Actually, do the magic test. Okay. I should be good. What's going to be the first thing you drill with the press when this baby is finished? Right now, I gotta drill holes in, gosh, the blacksmithing hooks I made. I have to drill holes in those so that way I can actually like formally mount them to the wall. Also, ideally by the time, like actually one of the goals for today is potentially getting this done enough to actually be able to put the drill press on it. Granted, I just want to throw casters on it because once I get casters on it, then I can start throwing it around the shop. And it's just fun. That's actually one of my favorite parts when I'm building shop furniture, is when I get to the part where I get to like throw it onto the floor. And then you guys get to see me like just spin it, roll it around, all that fun stuff. But yeah, and Chuck's, at some point we're actually going to be doing more French cleat wall stuff. And granted, the next project after this is I need to build a shelf for scrap lumber storage. I want to build a dedicated shop, not dedicated shop, a dedicated space for all my scrap lumber. That way there's one spot for all the scrap to live in. Versus now I have scrap in like 1, 2, 3, 4 areas scattered throughout my shop. And I would like to take my scrap and have it all in one place, ideally. That's the goal. That's the goal, that's the hope, that's the dream. Is one spot for the scrap to be. And I've got most of that space cleared out. There's still a little bit more work left. But we're getting, I mean, as far as I'm concerned, like I feel like every time I upgrade my shop at this point, speaking of, can you get your scrap wood off the kitchen table? It's still there. I believe in the dream. Oh, we all have to believe in something, don't we? Oh, wait, speaking of which. The thing I believe in is having another beer. So cheers. I believe in shop storage for scrap wood and beer. Okay, just because you said it, that scrap wood just earned 3 more days on the table. See, that's what I like about having a basement garage. The basement garage makes it very hard for scrap wood to hit my kitchen table. Because the kitchen table's upstairs, and... Man, how dare I make scrap wood fight gravity? What did scrap wood deserve? It doesn't deserve to get into a fight with gravity. And shucks, I don't want to... Okay, I'm deleting your save file, monster. Luckily, we don't... Wait. We don't have some... What, like a garage or a basement? You don't want to be a basement dweller? Granted, it's actually kind of funny, is I can actually consider myself a basement dweller. But I'm also a basement dweller in my own home. He has wood storage area in the basement. Okay. I also have a wood storage area in the basement. I also just have way too much wood. We do have a basement garage, so I have no excuse. Granted, basement garage is best garage. I mean, granted, I love my walkout. And shucks, dude, I got the new garage door last year. Holy smokes, I love my garage door. Like the fact that I can look outside and see my garden that is in such poor shape, I'm about tempted to just burn the garden to the ground. Couples counseling VTuber edition. Oh, come on, guys. Like, you don't need a VTuber to sort your problems out. You're adults. You can do it on your own. You can sit down, have a mature conversation together. And talk your way to a mutually supportive decision. Which, by the way, I know how this works. Just say Ari's right all the time, and you'll be good. Because that's just how the world works. We can't. Yes! Real! I'm running real low on glue, man. I can't glob glue like I used to. Actually, wait, that's more than healthy. That's more than a healthy glob of glue. That will hold two pieces of wood together. I don't know what it will do for a relationship, but it will hold two pieces of glue together. Oh, okay. That was actually kind of nice. Can we do this serendipity concert for my birthday? Oh. Oh no. Unfortunately, I feel like this is also another question for the household budget. Will the budget allow you to go to the serendipity concert? But granted, also having your birthday in time for a fun event like that's nice. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to go. No worries, she does the budgeting. Oh. That is how you have it. I'll take the money out of the retirement. No worries. No worries today. Future me figure it out. Granted, honestly, I really can't say too much because, well, I was saving money for retirement, and then I had house, and then I'm like, wow, I can do this to the house, I can do that to the house, or I can like buy a roof, I can get solar panels, I can like heat pump everything, I can get a shiny new garage door. And I'm currently saving up to get a fireplace, which I still I have to sit down and talk to I have to like I'm actually at the point where I can start contacting like fireplace contractors to be like, hey, this box in my wall, it burns gas. I want a box in the wall that burns wood. This $1 concert cost me $80 or whatever they say. Me buying lots of Hollow if merch is an investment, I'll appreciate the value if someone graduates. No, don't be talking like that. I mean, I think there's been enough graduations in Hololive recently. Granted, that's actually like, that's wild. I mean, I also did a checkup recently on my retirement portfolio, and it's like, okay, yeah, I'm doing okay. Not me crying, sobbing, and shaking about the whole stars the JP news. Oh gosh, it sucks to lose. It sucks to lose good guys, man. Because it's not like good guys grow on trees. Okay. Do VTubers technically have graduation portfolios? Honestly, I don't know. I mean, the thing is I'm not really... I mean, for me, myself, I'm not really planning on graduating anytime soon, just because... Yeah, my big thing is, as long as I'm having fun, I'm still going to be doing this, but... Now, if it were to some reason become not fun, then I'd probably go find something else to do, but I don't see that happening anytime soon. So, I need casters. I gotta grab a magic box of casters. Box. Knife to open box. The audio of Axel saying, fucking graduate lives rent free in my head. I've said it like once a week. Oh man. No, 'cause it's been a while since I've actually watched Axel. Now granted, I do love the fact that he actually made that cover of Yatta with the original Tempest boys and some of the JP Holostars boys. That thing lives rent free in my head. Okay. Let's get some casters, which I actually really like these casters. I unfortunately, for my miter saw stand project, I use cheap casters. Oh, the Tempest incident, yes. Oh, weren't those good simple times? So, for my miter saw station, I use 2-inch casters for that. I am never using 2-inch casters for any of my shop furniture ever again. I wonder if spellcasting has anything to do with caster wheels. Darn it, there's a joke here. There's a joke here. But can I seize the joke? And I don't think the answer is yes. But I've since started buying these like 3-inch casters off Amazon. Caster? I hardly know her. Wait, what are we talking? Wait, why are we talking about her? I thought we were talking about my favorite class in Fate Grand Order. So, yeah. I think if we go for something like that. Because then I'll still be able to reach these foot pedals because these are locking casters. So, if I do that, my caster wheel doesn't turn. I do that, my caster wheel turns, so. Now, for the drill press, it's not going to be seeing a lot of lateral forces, unlike the table saw. Number of times this guy has started to cut at the table saw and not realize his casters were not locked down. The answer is too many. Way too many, but I'm really liking these screws I've got. And then that answered my question just now. Because I dropped a screw and went straight through the hole. So these, if I go with these guys, I will have to install washers with them. Because the heads are not big enough. Damn screws. No one got you a bigger head. Should have been... Oh, the tickets to Serendipity are... Ooh, I'm selling you to afford the plane ticket. Wait. Oh, wait. Yeah, Serendipity is runaway table selling you home. Oh, no, it wouldn't, like, run away. It would just, like, I'll be starting a cut, and then the table saw will just shift like that, and it's like, oh, okay. Lockdown casters. I need to do... Well, sorry about that. Sorry for shaking camera. Oh yeah, because the Serendipity concert's in LA, I think. And I had a drill. I had a drill. I had a dream. I had a project. I had a bit. And that's the... Actually, that's the concerning part. Where did my drill bit go? Oh, there it is. Wedged between a carpenter's pencil and a box of screws. Ooh. Look, guys, I can peel my skin off. It's not skin, this is just wood glue. I'm like a lizard. Oh my god, they sort of nothing to do with each other. Spellcasting is casting as throwing from the 1400s. Caster wheels is from the 1750s. Oh wait, you mean I can't go to the local riverbank and find myself a good spellcaster? Or a good caster? Because I thought that was like the tech for finding like good wizards is like just go to a river and look for the best caster there is. How do I never put it together that cast says and throw? Or better yet, cast as in I cast away my worldly desires by putting them on a cart of casters. Actually, that's how we got casters. We put our worldly desires on a cart, and then we just kick it down the hill. Or at least that's my game plan. I'm not sure about your guys' game plans for your worldly desires. But for me, I think castaway also means throw, right? It's wild. Also, casting hell is from the casting like throw as well. English is a weird language that really just likes to be like, ooh, that's a thing. I could use that for this thing, and then that thing, and then these other things, and then... Okay, cool, sweet. The washers will work. It would have been concerning if the washers did not work. Load, they just make beer disappear. Weak spell, I can do that too. Ah! I can do... Got it, I should throw molten metal. Yeah, throw melt... Yeah. Local VTuber says throw molten metal. Now, granted, if you want to see a real magic trick... I can transmute beer into piss. That's a magic trick. Granted, I can also transmute water into beer. Now I think about that, that actually makes it sound a lot cooler than it actually is. Ooh, wait a second. Imagine being a... Wait. How powerful would you be as a dwarf if you could transmute water into beer? Because dwarves pretty much run on alcohol. You would be Sean. Some beer starts halfway there in my experience. Well, yeah, if you reach for, like... If you reach for some of the macro brands. Sean, that's lazy, swindler. Aw, come on. You can just make ales happen. Granted, what's actually the equivalent exchange for ale making, though? Because when I have to, like, make beer, I have to, like, transmute malted barley. And hops. And yeast. And, actually, wait a second. When was the last time I brewed? Memorial Day. Oh. Whoops. Wrong squirrel wheel. Wrong page. Don't get big brain. Don't get big-headed. Big-headed is real bad. Would you ever really be drunk or just magically impaired? And if you're magically impaired, how's it different from an evil spell cast on you? Dazzle Chop. How can a curse be cast on you when you're already cursed? At least for, like... Ooh, okay. So there is a little bit of inflexibility, but that's to be expected. I don't see that being a huge issue. Granted, I'll probably mount the ones on the back. Oh, curses aren't like sicknesses. You can be trace cursed even. Oh boy. Stacking curses? Wait, no! You can collect curses like Boy Scout badges! And then you can have like a sash. And it has badges. And the badges light up every time you pick up a new curse. Oh yes, the breathalyzer says I'm very enchanted. Oh gosh. I'm not gonna lie. Considering how much, like, isekai there's out there, I think it would be downright hilarious if there was, like, a Boy Scout isekai. Where it's like, some Boy Scout... No, the Scout dies doing his Eagle Scout project. and he then has to use his scouting experiences in another world. I would, depending on how that does, how the execution is, that could be good. And you can even be an evil being because curse collectors do give it to others. Oh, it works like STDs then. That's more creative than 90% of isekais right now. I know! It sucks. Yep, I mean, Mummy Riot ain't no joke. That time I got every merit badge in another world. Like, if you, depending on how you did that execution, that could be really funny. That could be really funny. Granted, honestly, one of the side benefits of all this isekai that we've been getting is actual straight fantasy just hits so much harder right now. Because then it's like, wait, this show is actual just straight fantasy? No isekai? Okay, I am already interested. Alright, that title is selling me on the Scout Show. Yeah, because think about things that you would have to do in another world. Is like, you just get dropped off somewhere, and then it's like, bada bang, boom, sucker, you gotta make fire now. A scout will probably just be like, I must collect my sticks. And do the bow drill. Honestly, and speaking of like isekai shows, filing taxes in another world. No. Well, actually, wait. We do have government office worker gets isekai'd, and then he just has to, and he's just like the best office worker there is. That's some stuff. Some of the best stuff is just fantasy, and I think isekais are getting other people more comfortable with fantasy concepts. Yes. My hottest hot take is the meteoric rise of isekai anime and roguelike games is somehow related. Oh. No, the thing is I really don't know enough about video games to really comment on that. Like, that's been like one of the side effects of becoming a VTuber is I now play more video games. Whereas before, in the before times of my life, I definitely was not much. I would play some video games, but not a lot of video games. Whereas here and now in VTuber form, video games let me do a stream where I don't get wood glue all over me versus, well, other stuff. I think they're definitely symbolic. We gotta get Sugi addicted to Clover Pit. Ha! You would have to get me addicted to gambling. And I know how numbers work. And the thing is, with gambling, you rarely win. Like, that is one of my great issues, is I have way too much I'm way too much of a brutal realist. I could never believe in the dream of winning the lottery. That is not cut out for me. 99% of the gamblers quit right before they hit big. Oh, if I go with that, that gets me... Honestly, we're gonna ball with that caster placement, and we're gonna see if it actually leads to less than desirable performance out of the caster. Now, if the caster had full freedom of movement, it would be better, but I think we'd still be okay. Funny enough, I think we have even less. Actually, wait a second. It would put drill down. This get me more movement. I still think it's the same because I'm still only moving from here to there. Now, say after the fact, hopefully it's not wobbly like the table, Andrew. Unknown boy, hello, hello. Movable crate. We're making a drill press stand. Hey, Ari, don't be shaming people for the projects they build. For some of us, just wish to be people building projects. And also, Unknown boy, I hope you're having a good week. As for me, I'm playing with power tools and getting my body covered in wood glue, so... It's been a good day. Let's see, I need... magic washers. And some screws to pair with them. That is more screws than I need, but that's fine. That is more than fine. Yep. Oh. Okay. Nothing much. Doing college. Starts back in the grind. Ah, okay. Back in the fun grind. Shucks, those years are so far beyond me. Granted, actually, right now, most colleges out here in the U.S. Unless you're doing summer classes. And the fun thing about summer classes is, it's like, okay, we've only got like 8 weeks to get this semester done, so guess what, kiddos? You're doing a chapter a week. Oh, forgot to say I'm from India. Ah, okay, cool. Oh man, there's a lot of good food there. Yeah, I think it was last week of May and first week of June. Okay. Oh. I missed my pre-drill hole. Oh. That's why colleges are up. Well, I hope you have a good semester. And there we go. That's caster 3 out of 4. Final caster. Shucks, it's been, well, actually it actually has not been that long since I last went to college. Mostly because I went back in my 30s to get my HVAC certificate. But that's also like one of the fun things I can say that I've actually done with my Programming sure is easier with a cat on my desk rubbing his head on my hands. Well, of course, the cat is there to assist and most importantly, supervise. Now, granted, also I do like to make the joke that I'm elitely educated in the fact that I am both a middle school and a college dropout. I have done some overachieving in my time. And I need screws to go with those. Bro, how did you manage that? How very Kentucky of you. So, how I managed it is essentially what happened is after 6th grade in middle school, I pretty much just dropped out and was essentially homeschooled, but I was also undocumentedly homeschooled. So after doing 6 years of homeschool, I was basically sent to the wild, sort of. Man, I'm so bad at programming. I went in college after majoring diploma in electrical and electronics, and I'm feeling like starting from scratch. Whenever you first like throw yourself into something, it can just feel like very overwhelming. But so I basically like ended. I didn't even attend a single day of high school. I basically funny enough, my mom, she started college right around the time I actually was in like quote unquote high school, and she was getting overwhelmed with her like college stuff and she didn't have a lot of time for me, so she was just like, hey Sugi, I'm gonna take you to this place and you're gonna take a test at this place, and it's no pressure, Sugi, I just want to see where you're at. So I went, okay, Mom. And so being halfway through what would have been my freshman year of high school, I took this test. And it was called this ACT test. I took the ACT and got a 21 score on it. And apparently the ACT has this really weird scoring system, which I don't really fully understand. But my mom saw my score on that test and she was like, so you just do whatever you want for the next 3.5 years. So I got to do whatever I wanted for the next 3.5 years. But later, once I got closer to the end of my should have cheated on the test. But once I got into once it got closer to the point that like actually considered college, I did the AC twice more, and then I got a 24 and then a 26. And then I went to my local community college and was like, here, I did a 26 on this test thingamajig. I would like to go to the community college. And the community college looked at the test score and was like, okay, you don't have high school credentials, but we'll take you. And that's how I got into college without a high school diploma. Now I'm feeling like electrical stuff is much better than programming. For now, I hope that viewpoint changed. Okay. Yeah, electrical stuff can be pretty straightforward. It's pretty good. I don't know. Well, I know what like average scores were for like other college people. We had the SAT, yeah, because it's either SAT or the ACT. For me, it was all ACT here. But after a year of community college, I could apply to a 4-year university, a 4-year state university, and I got into the 4-year state university with my 1-year community college. So I got into state university without high school credentials. And I attended state university for 1 year. I was in their forestry program. And I ran out of money and dropped out. And yeah, that was pretty much the main bit of my my schooling career. Electrical is without a doubt the better career path in the current day until companies realize security holes are drilling with all this vibe coding nonsense. Oh, dearie. I'm sure nothing terrible will go wrong with all this vibe coding. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Programming and engineering jobs are oversaturated here. A lot of people are programmers, and it's just not getting into job is really narrow to find. Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like why right now I'm an HVAC guy. Because, well, there's a reasonable bit of demand for it, and I get to work with my hands and sometimes slice my hands open on sheet metal. Which is good, fun stuff. So, casters are installed, all 4. You guys get to zoom out. And I get to grab the big box. Ugh. Oh no, big box got heavy. Oh dearie. This big box has been eating too many biscuits. Been eating way too many wood biscuits. Isn't AI getting rid of coding jobs? Yes and no. Like, coding still exists as a job. Like, I don't think it, like... I think I'm starting to get my answer. And it's a real raggy answer. So. Oh, well, actually, no. Okay, so. Rolling in one direction. It's pretty good. However, though, its turning ability is garbage. Oh, that's right. So, I think there's a couple different ways. You got enough clamps there? Irie, don't ask a woodworking person if they have enough clamps. Never ask that. Because I can add more. There's more clamps. There's more clamps where this came from. I have plenty more clamps. It was getting rid of jobs, but almost all the companies now have massive issues with having no one competent on the staff, so they're hiring programmers back now. And, you know, the sweet joys of let's save money, optimize, and then find out, oh no, actions have consequences. Who would have thought? Okay. So, I gotta work on this. Now there's a couple... Whoa. Oh, dearie. Nah, AI can't replace human coding when the AI is working and learning on the same data it created. Its effectiveness deteriorates when no accurate data is fed to learn. Yep. Well, I think, like, definitely AI is one of AI's bigger weaknesses is definitely that point. But also, it's really hard for AI to be original. Whew. Okay. So, I've got an issue. These casters do not have enough play in them. And I think there's two solutions. One solution is to move AIM breeding, for lack of a better term. Yeah, this is one of the reasons why the US, UK are adding digital verification to internet after filling with bots. Yeah, shucks, I heard like nowadays, like half the traffic on the internet right now is just bots. Just bots talking to bots. And to me, that's pretty dang wild. So, these casters cannot fully turn, for they hit the piece of wood. There's two solutions. Solution one is to add another piece of wood here, raise it higher up to give it a little bit more freedom. I thought the new AI thingies does incredible stuff, and the new models after that are even better. It creates problems in the throws. It's citizens' fault. Yeah, that's how those go. So, that's one solution. Solution number two is I cut out a section of this. And that section can be determined by here. So basically from here outward, I'll need to cut that. And if I do that, that will free up the room for that caster to fully turn. I don't know, I feel like the digital ID thing was a very convenient solution, but I don't want to get too far into the weeds here. I mean, you're just on the VTubers channel. Granted, that's actually one of the things I like about here is we do have some fun conversations. They're able to better themselves over type of thing. Yeah, but there's kind of some limits to that. There's some limits to that. Like, AI isn't necessarily like the best at like. Well, it's one part not so great at original stuff, but it's also like it's got its own limitations. But I need to think of AI is to do useful inventions on certain areas. I am studying AI machine learning currently. A lot of projects going on, like for cybersecurity and many predictions for crop growth stuff, but nothing game breaking. Ah, okay. So another thing I have to consider with what I got, I'm trying to show you guys, is how deep this cut would have to go. And I think I actually would have to go fairly deep. Maybe a 1/4 inch above where this guy sits. So I think 1/4 inch up and over gets me really close. So I think I'm gonna pull the handsaw out. How okay are some of you people with me doing risky cuts with circular saws? Because that's an option too. But I'm gonna do handsaw for in the camera stand. But I will do the handsaw for my vertical cut, but I am thinking about using the circular saw for this cut. Sure, let's see here. Which I know I talked about 2 solutions. Yeah, I pretty much was already deciding on my solution. Be safe doing it. That's an idea, but that might not... that might not be the fun idea. Now, granted, if it were up to me, I'd pull the plug on AI without a second thought, but each to their own. I know, like, just think of how much money tech companies would lose if the AI plug got pulled, but there is... Well, actually, wait a second. Do I want to... Now, there are a couple ways for me to do this with pull saw. I could do a whole bunch of small cuts, and then maybe chisel it. I could try doing a long cut, but I will have this caster back here, and there is a chance of the pull saw hitting the caster. Part of me wants to do the circular saw just because it's the quick, easy solution. Now, Brandon, speaking of solutions, the clamping solution can actually go away. Because I think we've had enough time with the clamps on the project that I don't need the clamps to hold the top anymore. Like granted, with the top we also added some screws, like right there. I think everything is set up fairly well at this point. Now, it's not like super solid, but we've gotten a lot closer to reasonable now. Where did I do that cut? There's that cut. So, now with this set like this, so my cut is right here, inward. Woo! Looking good. It's looking good. But I have a caster mobility issue. There'll be a day that comes when a lot of AI dinosaurs would just goes to be abandoned and RAM and other hardware prices goes down. I'll say AI is the most dumb things you can think they use many times. I mean, I personally think AI is a tool like any other, and it has its applications, but I think it's being over-applied right now. Let's see. Actually, might be. Wait, I'm gonna check my depth with reference material. Reference material! And what reference material is. So, my concern right now is blade depth. And with my reference material, you can see I've got, got 2 teeth poking out just beyond my reference material. So the saw is currently set up to just cut through the thickness of this material. Sure. Let's try not to hurt ourselves. Don't feel like chopping the casters? Well, no, I don't want to have to buy a new saw blade, man. I don't have a spare saw blade for that circular saw. I should have made that. I should have extended that cut. But oh, that's where it ends. Yep. Actually. When in doubt, just use strength. I mean, we have that stat for a reason. Let's not try and hurt ourselves, is what I say at work every shift to my boomer coworkers. But that's no fun. Getting hurt's part of the fun of working. Ah, close. Flip my blade in. Woo! Notch! Anyways, gotta go. See ya. Yep. Have a good rest of your day, unknown boy. We don't have the budget for this. I don't want the paperwork. I'm gonna go through the game files and why did you put art assets in the scripts folder? That's a weird looking saw. Mr. Spock, this is a Japanese pool saw. It's really great for cutting softwoods. Which, this is pine, and it's great for cutting pine. So, let's see what we've got. Holy. So, we are getting a little bit of rubbing there, but we now have full rotation. Full rotation. It is slightly hitting. Got a little bit of a nub there, which I can clean that up easily. Maybe. Caster's kind of in the way. Ooh, wait. Ooh, wait. I need a chisel. That's chisel work. Chisel. Yeah. An instrument of violence. I didn't do it. Do what? All the art asset thing. Now, remember, whenever you have a problem in the shop, applied violence is always the answer. Yeah. Now now we have freedom of movement. Nice. Running out of table space, though. The eternal issue. Space. Okay. So, we're gonna flip. This guy around. Woohoo! Caught the saw. Now, ideally, you shouldn't be in positions that involve catching saws. But I'm a perfectly amateur person in a garage. That means I'm going to be in positions that involve catching saws. So, we're going to free up this caster. And then we're going to send this to the floor. And we're going to see how it performs. I'm sure if I can get 2 sides free spinning, it should be a lot more mobile. Did you say perfectly amateur? Yes! I am perfectly an amateur at woodworking. I am guy having fun in garage. Also, don't forget to hydrate. Hydration is good. So, now with that cut, I feel that so much. Like, don't hold yourself to professional standards when you're having fun. To be a professional is to be paid to do that thing. You can just do that thing for fun. And in that case, you're an amateur. I'm glad to have your company. Because I'm also an amateur. Okay. Okay. Perfection is the enemy of another beer. Yes! Yes. Or whatever they say. Well, I did not quite get the comedic effect I wanted on that, so. I tried, though. I tried. What do you mean? That was hilarious. Well, I'm glad someone liked the joke. And traditionally, you're not supposed to chisel plywood like this, but like guys, I'm like 3 non-alcoholic beers in today. I don't know what I'm doing at this point. I really like that chisel handle. What, the sheer utter abuse? If you want, and you've got 15 of those buckaroonies, you can get this at Harbor Freight for 15, no, or it's $12. It's very reasonably, it's a Harbor Freight chisel, which I have cleaned and honed up the edge on my sharpening stones. And you know what? It makes a great chisel-shaped object. Oh, okay, we expect chaos with 4 non-alcoholic beers. Ha! I am out of non-alcoholic beer. I am just hard out. Oh no, we've been cleaned and haven't gone to Harbor Freight in 6 months. Is it really? That handle looks really nice on camera. Yeah, this is a Harbor Freight chisel. This is actually from their 6-piece chisel set, which I think right now is like $12. Like, but I think when I bought this like a couple years back, it was a $10 chisel set, and I was like, you know what? For $10. For chisel-shaped objects, I'll buy that. But yeah, I mean, I've definitely abused this chisel, but it works. It does what I ask of it. Good excuse to switch to the alcoholic beer. Certainly a consideration. But it is time to be like, did I achieve it? Oh, how close. Ooh, yeah, I did not cut that as deeply. Okay, so it's not as... And then it just got wedged there. Okay, so it looks like I need to bring this a little bit... $12 is wild. If it holds an edge at all, that's a good deal. Yeah, like... I mean, I definitely have done my fair share of abuse, but like this guy has, I mean, honestly, this whole chisel set has served me fairly well. I mean, that's, can I spend them alright? So, I abused the living hell out of that chisel set, making the mortises for that set of Japanese saw horses. Like, I put those chisels through hell, making all the mortises for those, and they were champs. They really, I mean, yeah, for $12 for chisel-shaped object, they get the job done. Oh gosh, that was actually pretty early. Well, it wasn't like really early days. It's early days compared to now. I gotta head to bed. If I get less than 12 hours of sleep before work, I'm grumpy. And I have to work in 9.33 hours. Okay. Well, alright, you get yourself a good rest. Because honestly, my game plan is I'm going to do another cut here. And probably cut this a little bit more. And then once I get full range of motion out of my caster, I'm going to be calling today's stream done anyway. So, I mean, it's also technically getting late for me, so... I did my first hand chiseled mortises on a piano stand recently. That's no joke. Yeah, hand chiseling mortises it's challenging. It's even worse when you do it on a workbench that has casters, it's definitely like that's the issue with like hand tool woodworking is you need a big, heavy workbench to mount your workpiece to in order to like get the best result. Okay. So that extends that this way, and then I actually need to saw a little bit more of this. I need to take a probably quarter, eighth of an inch off this, then bring it to there. And we should be really close. Stay, please don't fall down. Oh. So close. But it will finish. Oh. Okay, so there's a lot more on the back holding it than I thought. I gotta get this in a position where I can... Creepers. I swear. The hardest thing with the Japanese saw is just getting the dang thing started. But you know what? Also, speaking of reasonably affordable tool, this is a really great $40 of tool. Granted, this is more expensive than a chisel set, but... Oh, we got spin! 360 degrees of spin! Nice. Okay. So... let's throw this bad boy on the floor and see how they roll. Oh, I noticed that. Oh, I noticed that, buddy. So, that actually pulled out of that dado. A little bit. Not a lot of it, but a little bit. So this thing is getting reinforcing screws. Because that's also like one of the big issues with wood glue when you've got a project like this. Is you gotta... Typically you're supposed to let the project sit. While the wood glue really sets up nicely. And here I've been just throwing this bad boy around and... well, I've been suffering the consequences of that action. Ah. Okay. Okay. A little bit more floor. Oh yeah. Ooh. Okay. So. Oh. Oh, that's also another issue, is... it's also getting tripped up on all the plywood shavings, but I do think this actually needs... It needs to... I need to trim the back. Also. But... today, we were gonna project. And project, I did. So, we went from pieces of wood to a box. We actually have a completed drill press stand box that we theoretically can stick a drill press on. We're not sticking a drill press on because I still gotta cut the back pieces of the plywood. Oh, well, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do one more thing, and it's just for Mr. Spock. I'll be back. Mr. Spock, I'm cracking open this beer because you said I should. So, I've done 3 and 8 beers today. Now I'm switching into actual beer. So, cheers. So yeah, beer break. All that good stuff. Whew. Okay. So, we went from pieces to project and then 3-ish, okay-ish hours. So, I'm actually pretty happy with that. So, let's see here. Honestly, I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and call it for tonight, because if anyone's been keeping track, I haven't done any bathroom breaks this stream, and yeah, my bladder's starting to reach the critical levels. So I want to say thank you very much to everyone who's tuned in and dealing with my shenanigans trying to put pieces of wood together into a box form. But generally, for the most part, this actually turned out really well. A slight issue on the top back area, but I had a convenient shim lying around that was perfect. That was literally the perfect size for it. Just had to cut it down. Thanks for having us. Very fun stream. Thank you very much. I don't know if it's... My brain is bad. I don't know if it's Podunk Games or Podunk Games. My brain is like I want to say it's either one of those, but I'm also much more open to the third option of I am just completely and totally wrong. But yeah, so yeah, thank you for having me. And first one, Podunk. Okay. Oh, Podunk. Okay. I'll make note of that, Podunk. And cool. So, may you all have a great rest of your day, evening, night, whatever it is, wherever you're at. And hopefully I'll see you all next one. Bye-bye.